Cetrix has been built on a simple observation that everything that makes a company successful comes from how they engage with their customers.
The unique thing about us is our people and our culture. We are not just a software services company. Our passion is seeing people bring new ideas and new models together and making them more human.
At the heart of it, we have one important idea nested, and that is building and nurturing lifelong relationships.
We help businesses in the healthcare sector engage with patients more effectively, lowering stress and increasing patient satisfaction.
In the finance industry, it's all about making customers feel valued. By connecting and creating trust, an affinity that creates brand loyalty will be developed over time.
Life sciences changes at, well, the speed of life. Staying both agile and innovative is vital to your success. Salesforce lets us create a personal connection, deliver quality patient care, and at the end of the day, save more lives.
It's not just a technology. We look at customers as actual people, not walking wallets on the other end of the line. And so you should use an innovative method to connect with them.
We can help you redefine your marketplace to create your future in partnership with your customers. That's what we're trying to deliver.
Empathy is the glue that connects us all together. Without it, we're machines. With it, we're human.
Connect with your customers and clients the whole new way.
Connect with your patients the whole new way.
Connect with your constituents the whole new way.
Connect with your customers and clients in a whole new way.
Good morning, Matthew. Hi, we are live from Hyatt Regency, Riyadh. So I have here Matthew Lambert. Matthew Lambert, few words from you.
Oh, hello, Isna, and welcome to all the guests and delegates at the Hyatt Regency in Riyadh today. My name is Matthew Lambert. I'm the Regional Director for the MENA region. So I work with Mukesh Kumar and Isna here, and Cetrix are one of our key partners in the region. Isna's done a phenomenal job with Cetrix in the region in the last 2 years since we onboarded her. And the amount of case studies and use cases that Isna can talk to you about today at the workshop will be fantastic. So please reach out to Isna on a one-to-one basis. From my regard, obviously we can't be there, okay? So I'm in London in England. I'm hoping to be out in the region from May 17th when the airlines open up again. And it's really important for you all to know that we rely on our partners in the region, in every region, all over the world. We only deliver through partners. And Cetrix is one of our key partners in the region. I really would like you to take the content today, take it on board. If you have any questions, please ask. And if you have any questions for me from Salesforce or any of my colleagues, reach out to me, okay? Isna has my details. You'll find me on LinkedIn, and we would love to talk to you more. Isna, I know that you're going to have an amazing event. I know how much hard work you've done to organise this, and a big thank you on behalf of Salesforce for representing us in the region in such great fashion. Thank you.
You're welcome, Matthew. Those words really mean a lot. So today we would have a lot of CIOs and C-level executives who are very keen to know more about Salesforce. So they always have one question: how much support they're going to get from Salesforce in Saudi Arabia specifically. So some more words you want to add on that as well?
Absolutely. So, I mean, I know we're not on the ground, so let's be honest here, but let me tell you also, we are really working hard to deliver an office and a data center in the region, and be no doubt about that is imminently going to happen, okay? But we cannot commit, but we know that's going to happen. For those of you in the room that want to know who Salesforce are and really get that sense of confirmation of who we are and what we're about, we have about 100 plus personnel focused on this region. Okay, from the salespeople that will go and talk to you about the various different clouds that we have, to industry-aligned executives, to the solution engineers that come into the market, to the cloud specialists, to the partner portal environment, etc. So all of us, 100 plus that are looking after the MENA region, okay, that will only double in 2 years, triple in 3. It's growing at such a rate. So we will have an office and a data center with your region very, very soon. And we know that this region is going to be one of our biggest regions and across EMEA for us, okay? So we're looking after just the MENA part here, but across EMEA and across this, our what we call scale markets, this is a huge market for us, okay? And it's getting all the investment and all the attention it deserves.
Perfect, Matthew. These words really mean a lot. And thank you so much for your time. We wish and we hope to see you soon and you to be with us. We are really going to wait for that. So thank you, darling. Your words mean a lot and wish us best of luck. And I hope this event is going to be successful and a lot of companies are going to reach you and me. And thank you for the kind words you spoke for Citrix. It really means a lot to us. Our focus is entirely on Salesforce and we look forward to be working as a successful team together to nurture the market. God bless you. Stay safe. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Isna.
So you can have different surveys forms for that as well. Moreover, they can capture all student information, the basic details, education details, enrollment details, and yeah, so that was the very comprehensive solution developed by this academy. So that's one of the use cases for the education. Construction and contracting. When it comes to construction and contracting company, their sales cycle is very, very, very lengthy. Starting from when they get a bid, the tenders, there's so much excessive paperwork done, quality assurance, QA, approvals, blah, blah. There's a huge list of documents they need to prepare before they even are validated for the project. So Savito under Al-Rashid Group is one of our customers. And we did implement Salesforce Sales Cloud for them. With that, they are monitoring everything right from the initial phase of the project when they are preparing the documents, handling the project cycle, what stage their project is, who are the people concerned in the project, because there are suppliers, engineers, contractors, salespeople, account managers. There's so many departments involved. So there is a unified communication inside Savito. And they also have this project with Riyadh Airport. So you can imagine they have some really, really lengthy projects, and now they're very happy with Salesforce. So they have complete visibility in their entire business processes. Also, when it comes to contracting, I just put on few points that you can quickly generate RFPs, scopes, and proposals, which is a very lengthy task in construction companies. You can improve communication between contractors, owners, architects, and the construction team. You can track your shipments, your equipment, and materials, because in a construction company, you're having you need to procure a lot of things. There are a lot of materials coming on from the shipyard, so you need to have a track of all these things. Because if this communication goes wrong, your project is delayed maybe to even 6 months to a year if you do not track these things properly. You can track productivity, billing, and monitor progress in real time. You can store design, safety materials, organize knowledge in libraries. You can manage service cases and service warranties as well. And obviously, Salesforce has open APIs, so it's very flexible in terms of integration. Savito had a hybrid structure, so the integration was a big challenge. But alhamdulillah, as I told you, with the help of our expert team, we managed to do that, and we are alhamdulillah. It's more than a year aligned with Salesforce. Real estate, when it comes to real estate, you need to be very organized as well, because you need to have a track of the lease documents, the rental payments. Okay, you need to have a very good view about the facilities management. So real estate is also one of the industry which uses Salesforce amazingly. Also, these are some of the snapshots I've taken from property base. Property base is basically built on top of Salesforce, which is customized for a real estate and property industry. And on the right, you will see that on property base, you can basically have 3D diagrams and walking tours for your facilities, and we did that for this facility. And also, you can have a very, very comprehensive Google Maps on there as well. Okay, go to the next slide. Pradeep, I would like you to add a few words from the technical point of view in terms of real estate. How does Salesforce make sense? And maybe you can speak a few words about property base.
Sure, definitely. So, as CRM is heart of any industry. So, you take it any industry, CRM is pretty much required because customer is heart of any business. So, when it comes to real estate, I mean, obviously you can track lead, contact, account opportunities on Salesforce, and you can also get KPIs out of it. But we have a specific product called Property Base on top of Salesforce, which has a very specific business processes that is running for real estate companies. Like you do the listings, you can do the listing for leasing of the property, or renting out the property and things like that, or even the selling of the property. So you send the offers, you get the contracts and all those things. So these business processes are already automated in these tools, and we help you as a Cetrix. We help you to customize it or configure it to match what exact business processes you as a company are following, because not everybody follows the same business processes within the same industry. So that's where we can customize it and configure it to make your business processes implemented on top of Salesforce platform.
Thank you, Pradeep. I would like to show you a cross-functional diagram for one of the customer Mississippi. This is Hyatt Mississippi.
Yes, let me check.
If you have open, just expand it a little bit.
Okay.
When I explained about our methodology, I said we prepare business requirement documents and we prepare the flow charts. Yeah, so it's something like this, we create the flow of all the business, okay? Just gradually, like we have the students, the registration department, the finance department, the training partners, all are captured within Salesforce. So it's just giving you an idea, the kind of the flow charts we prepare. And this is the homework we do before, we start the actual implementation. So you see the application submitted, they go towards now the admission process. The applications, numbers, submissions, the training partners are then working within the systems to find out their digital amount. Then, we can have automations. If the student does not pay in 3 days, what sort of notification email you should send. So those are the workflows which works, for every organization. And you see we have payment gateways there. Yeah. So this is the kind of, the homework we do.
I'll show you the next city.
Yeah.
Actually, here is the next.
Okay. This city has 3 kind of properties. They have retail, residential, and commercial properties. So this is a very, very elaborate and then one, but just showing you just to have the idea how does it make sense with real estate. Yeah, you can just go around until it is created, you need to validate the lead, because obviously you cannot spend time until unless you validate that real estate lead. It's qualified, disqualified, what should be the automations, you create a niche offer, it goes for an approval, what does happen if it's qualified, what does happen if it's not qualified. For the payments, does it sign the contract? If they don't sign, send another notification. Yeah. Then, what kind of documents you need to receive? That comes here. The 10 submits the documents. So it's a very elaborate one. Yeah. I have what?
What is the agenda?
Agenda, yeah. Till 11:30, I'm going to explain the presentation, and 11:30 to 12:30 is going to be a Salesforce overview by Zainab Salir. She is the account executive of Salesforce. And then, we go for a break, and then we come and have a Salesforce demo for Citrix. You have a strict agenda, sir? Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, healthcare industry, under Dr. Salman Al-Habib Hospital, there is Subsidy Cloud Solutions, they are our customers. Janju is our customer. Talking about health industry, even hospitals use Salesforce. In Saudi, due to the regulations of patients' data, it's not very much encouraged in the hospitals. However, the pharmaceutical companies are broadly using Salesforce, and really is helping them. Because in pharmaceutical companies, it's a race about the production and how to make it reach the market. In terms of there's a price board, there's a delivery competency you need to achieve. So they really need to be robust in terms of technology and innovation and communication. So healthcare industry and pharmaceutical industries are those industries which are very broadly using Salesforce CRM. You can track your healthcare peers, you can track your partners, you can have a care plan management, assessments, you can integrate your mobile apps. You can enhance your patient relationship because now everything is about all the businesses are becoming customer centric. So if you talk about like Canada, if there's one of my aunts there, she keeps on getting reminder calls that ma'am you have an appointment. So that kind of end-to-end customer and patient relationship can be managed with Salesforce CRM. Pratik, would you like to have a few words on Health Cloud?
Sure, definitely. So Salesforce here, can help healthcare industry in two different ways. So Salesforce has a dedicated product called Health Cloud. Health Cloud is more towards maintaining the electronic health records, which are very sensitive, and Salesforce does follow all the HIPAA and GDPR rules to make sure that your data is protected and it has its own privacy. Okay. On the Health Cloud, you see doctors, their corresponding appointments, follow-ups, and all of that. Now, that is one part of the health industry that we can manage using Salesforce's specific product called Health Cloud. Okay. Now, there's other part of the pharmaceutical industry or a healthcare industry where, if I have to give an example of Genjum, what we implemented. So actually, we implemented a Sales Cloud for them. Now, they were having certain business issues while, they have a lot of sales reps or account executive who go on field, talk to the pharmacies, talk to the hospitals. Like take example of Procare Hospital. They go to the hospital, they pitch in their products, they tell them what are different products that they have, and then obviously they will show the demo and all of that. Now to track all of this activity across the sales reps, to make sure they do follow up with the hospitals, they visit the hospitals at a regular intervals, at a regular frequency, that was becoming a little bit of chaotic situation for them to manage, because it was not any part of the system. So we build them for the Sales Cloud, where they can track their customers, they can track their sales rep, they can track how many times they are visiting a certain hospital or a certain pharmacy. They can simply at tip of their finger they can pull up a report, can see this a sales rep has gone to this many hospitals, he has pitched so many products. That means they can also get an idea which product is more famous or more acceptable across the hospitals, and which product at a lower side. So they can focus on that product to make sure they get more productivity out of it. So that's how we build it for them. So they are using it as a to manage entire their sales process. And we also have some transaction history which we built on top of Force.com platform or a Salesforce platform. We also built some customization to cater to their very specific business requirement in terms of track the product usage, which product they should focus on in terms of which are not very popular and all of that. Also to track their efficiency of their sales reps and the productivity, and review their day-to-day tasks in a systematic and in an efficient way.
Thank you, Pradeep. I would like to open a video of testimonial by Mr. Ahmed Smith. He's the sales manager of Genjum.
Hello everybody, my name is Mohammed Samir. I'm sales manager from Genjum Medical Solution Company. Genjum Medical Solution Company, we are one of the leading medical company in Saudi. We are promoting our products inside Saudi, selling it inside Saudi, and also exporting our products to many other countries outside Saudi, in Gulf, and in many regions. We found since a long time, actually, we found CRM is extremely important to our business as it's a customer relationship management solution that brings the customer and the company all together. We chose Salesforce actually because for our digital transformation, as it is innovative and analytical and top performance program. We chose it also because it's upgradable and very easy to customize. Citrix is a reliable and trustable company. Also, Citrix is a Salesforce community's home for information on system performance and security. Citrix also is delivering comfort and confidence for all their customers. I'm awfully sorry that we cannot attend during this circumstances during the pandemics. I wish next time I will join you in this session. I hope you all to stay safe and rely on Citrix as a very trustable Salesforce company. Thank you all. Thanks a lot.
Those one few encouraging words by Ahmad. So we are very thankful to him. Yeah, next slide, please. You have already learned about Ginger from Ahmad. Next slide. Okay, talking about professional service industries, this includes companies who are delivering different kind of products or services. It can be a hospitality company, it can be technology company, security solutions company. All those companies in general are using Salesforce. Why? Because it gives a holistic view and one data repository for all their customers and data points, which is tracked inside Salesforce. It gives a seamless customer engagement on all channels. What is the customer speaking to you on the website? Are they dropping you any complaints, any feedback? Do they want any quotations, any proposals? What are customers saying over the telephone, the call center, or any survey forms? All different channels where your customers are contacting you. You should not miss any single opportunity of those communication, and that's where Salesforce CRM makes sense to a lot of professional service industries. They have more focused, efficient, agile, and they are including automation process across the value chain. So this actually also enhances the delivery of your services as well because you have proper knowledge on time and you have a holistic view about the inquiries and the requests which are coming to your business, especially when you're expanding. When you're expanding, you need to make sure that you're throughout the value chain, throughout the delivery model, right from the customer makes the request and it's delivered, you should have a proper overview and an insight across those channels. Cloud Solutions, as I said, is one of our customers. Mr. Abbas is expected to visit Riyadh to speak few words, and I'm expecting him to join maybe inshallah after lunch. Asset Advisory is one of the consultations company, and they work with us to have Salesforce project for Riyadh. They are the one organizing Hajj and the different programs in Saudi. The Hakum is a semi-government organization which on a high level is delivering security solutions to the banking and other sectors. And they are our customers. Ameco, another security services solutions company, is working with us and they are going to be live maybe inshallah next week. The Hakum is already live. Namaric Hospitality are delivering hospitality services. Mashallah, they are live and they are very happy. And I will play video as a testimony for you as well. Universal Motor Agencies, we are still working for them and I expect them to be live maybe next week.
Hello,
they are.
My name is Riyadh Cindy, IT specialist at Namaric.
This is a small video.
I would like to open a testimonial from Riyadh. She's the CRM specialist at Namaric. And she said a few words about why they selected Salesforce and how was their experience working with Citrix as a partner.
Hello everyone, my name is Riyadh Cindy, IT specialist at Namaric Arabian Services Company. Namaric in the market since 2012 as a multi-industrial company to provide for our client accommodation and hospitality services. Recently, our business grew up and we discovered that we need a professional sales solution. That was actually the main reason why we select Salesforce for all of the flexibility of the system, the professionals, and how we can track the sales activity. We choose to assign the project to Citrix company because they are well-educated professionals and meet our requirement. I work closely with Asna, Pratik, and Vera. Hi everyone, and I would like to take the chance to thank them for all the time they are supporting us to finish the project with no time. Actually, they are very professional and helper and supporter. When I ask any questions, always they have the answer for my questions. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank them all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you all the luck. And actually, I was supposed to be in the workshop, but because we are located in different locations than Riyadh, I couldn't make it in that workshop. But I know you will enjoy your time, and please don't hesitate to select Citrix always. And really, you will not feel bad to select them. Thank you all, and have great time. I don't like to make it too long for you, but really, I appreciate all the effort done by Citrix. Thank you.
Yeah, she is one of my customers who really used to bring me even 12 a.m. in the midnight. So she's very sweet. She's like a passionate learner because the Salesforce was the new concept for her, and mashallah, she did an amazing job because she was the main point of contact to to learn get all the admin training and then work on the dashboard for the market. So I'm happy for her words, and her words really made my day. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, cloud solutions, as I spoke, is one of our customers. If you can read at the testimonial, without a doubt, Salesforce has a very positive impact on our company, especially on our sales team. I'm sure Salesforce will have more business impact by time. They were using SharePoint, where they were getting all their leads, but despite of that, they were not able to track their opportunities well. So we implemented Salesforce Sales Cloud, integrated with their Oracle ERP and their SharePoint. Their challenge was, as I told you, all the departments are working in their own direction. No department knows what the other department is doing, which creates a lot of ambiguity, and you can lose a lot of important information. No centralized system for it was, as I told you, no visibility between the teams, which actually impacted the delivery of the projects. There was no track record of why they lost certain deals. And that's also very important. When you lose a certain opportunity, you really need to know what was the reason behind it to make sure you work on that so next time you don't lose that. And a lot of time was wasted in preparing proposals and getting approvals. So inside Salesforce, when Pradeep is going to explain, he will also show you within Salesforce, in one single click, you can prepare quotations and proposals in no time. So that really, really reduces a lot of manual work, which companies are nowadays doing, and they're not even aware that having such tools, you can save a lot of time and use that in more productive activities rather than preparing countless documents. Next slide, please. Yeah, this was Mr. Abbas al-Barki, and I just received a message that he is in the hospital and not feeling well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This time of pandemic is really killing us, so I wish him all good health. So he was about to join and talk about Salesforce, why we selected Salesforce for their digital transformation, and speak about Citrix. So let's hope that he gets well soon. Even Zarger Express, we are going to connect them at 12.
What is the biggest company?
Cloud Solutions. Yeah, Abbas is from Cloud Solutions. Yeah. They are the subsidiary of Dr. Suleiman and Happy Hospital. Like all the POs and the documents received is actually from Suleiman and Happy. So all the IT solutions which are developed inside Suleiman and Happy are done by Cloud Solutions. So they're basically an IT company. Yeah, exactly. Zarger Express is a shipping company. Mr. Bashir, the CIO, was to join the conference, but he is suffering with COVID-19. And Basil is going to be with us on Zoom, inshallah, after 12 to speak about how are they using Salesforce. But Pratik, if you have a few words about larger projects, I just want to speak about various industries, and they are shipping industries, last mile delivery. So how did Salesforce CRM make sense to them?
Definitely, Isna. So for Jazil, it's a two-way project that we are doing. So one part of it is completed and they are already live with it, and the second part is on the integration. So I'll give you a brief about that project. So in the first portion, we implemented a sales cloud for them, so they know they can track their leads, they can convert the lead into account, contact, and opportunity, and then they have a very unique way to track the opportunity because it's a shipping industry. They have a lot of you can understand their product and price book. It's quite complex. So we have handled that in the Salesforce. And as a next phase of the project, what we are going to do, we have integration with two different systems. One is a system which tracks all the shipping, the consignments and all of that. And the other system is their ERP, where we are going to track, integrate Salesforce with that ERP system to get the customer information and the invoices information. So that's how the phase two is, planned for rollout. Phase one is already rolled out.
Thank you for that. I was just reading a past message. He's saying I'm feeling very bad that I couldn't join, but anyways, there's a must have in everything. Yeah, exactly. Energy and power is another industry. In Saudi, up till now, I've not worked, to be very honest, in any customer of energy and power, but I would like to play with your Honeywell. I really found it interesting in COVID-19. How are they using Salesforce CRM? So there might be that few things you might grab in the video which might make sense to your organization. So can you do the video for Honeywell?
Sure.
Salesforce.com.
The future of business has fundamentally changed. Being able to adapt, being able to be flexible, and being able to work from anywhere.
Honeywell is a business where we go to the office every day. And when COVID hit, we had to immediately transition to a work from home environment.
Honeywell is an industrial company that's been innovating for over 100 years. We operate across the world in industries like aerospace, oil and gas, building technologies, and even safety and productivity.
And regardless of where we are, we need access to the same information. Part of my role was helping with that pivot and provide the tools and technologies that are going to enable that. The beauty of Salesforce is that everything anchors around the customer.
Salesforce gives you that end-to-end 360 view from lead generation to servicing the customer and supporting the customer with every step in between for those sellers.
Are we creating new opportunities? Are we creating more pipeline? All of that information is in Salesforce, and it's all right there at your fingertips.
Salesforce allows us to keep the customer front and center by allowing us to look beyond our business unit silos and empower our employees to work regardless of where they are.
If we can help our sellers be successful, then they can help our customers be successful and create a great experience. That's our purpose. And Salesforce has never failed to step in and help us where we need it.
Also, Scott, if you open the playlist, there's a video, the future of CRM with Salesforce. Can you play that, please? That really makes sense.
The way you work has drastically changed. Your sales teams went from lively sales floors to all virtual selling. Your service reps went from collaborative call centers to all digital case swarms. Whether you are in sales or service, the way you work will always be changing, and you need a CRM that changes with you. Introducing Salesforce Anywhere, the future experience of CRM. Let's take a look into the future. Imagine if Salesforce told you what you need to know when you need to know it. Know in the moment whenever an important opportunity or case has a change, with real-time personalized alerts pushed directly to you. Imagine if you never had to leave Salesforce to plan, chat, or collaborate with your team. Strike up a conversation about anything you want in Salesforce. Start a live chat, comment directly on a field, or create a document in seconds. However you need to collaborate, you'll be able to see which of your coworkers are right there with you. Imagine if you could stay focused on the right task no matter where you are. Always know what to prioritize with suggested actions pushed directly to you. Get mobile notifications and take action right away, from any device, anywhere. And then continue working right where you left off. Experience the future of CRM with Salesforce Anywhere. Work smarter and be more productive right within Salesforce. Learn more today.
Thank you, Ms. Mo. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah, ABD is one of our great customers by West Office, and their solution we developed a Salesforce product for the marketing, and their engineering technology setting as well, and it really helped them to close the business faster by 60%. Next slide, please. Yeah. Now we jump towards the manufacturing industry, a very, very interesting industry for us. When it comes to manufacturers, the predictability really, really matters. You have a good knowledge about your supply, market, your customer demands, the information should be available to you very accurately, because you need to be well aware about how much expected volumes you need for your business. So, Al-Rabi Foods is one of the customers we are working with, and then inshallah, going to start with us starting remote as well. Inshallah, I hope so. We are very near. So for Al-Rabi, the way the businesses was running was very, very, very old school. So that's why they had no automation to forecast on the values on the volumes of their production. So they are going to use Salesforce Sales, Service, and Marketing Cloud. They are going to run different campaigns as well. Their business is also expanding. And when you are in an FMCG industry, fast-moving goods, you really need to be super, super professional when it comes to the value chain, because you are working with leaders, manufacturers, there are sales agents. So, you need to have a very, very good CRM to track all the processes and all the engagements that are going on. Predictability, as I mentioned, moreover, sales agreement. Sales agreement is a very powerful object which comes inside manufacturing cloud. With sales agreement, you basically on the expected volumes and revenues, you have a very good understanding about the production. So your account teams, your supply teams, and your financial teams can work very good collaboration. And as I told you, customer engagement on all channels becomes very seamless. And also in manufacturing, there is an order management system, and there is an ERP, and a financial system is running at the back end, and there are handheld devices. So there are different platforms and systems which you are using, which also gives a big chance and probability that your information in the end actually gets stolen. So Salesforce CRM is one platform which you can use to have one single system to track all these activities. Next slide. Yeah, Pradeep, I would like you to speak something about manufacturing cloud.
Sure, Isna. So, manufacturing cloud is Salesforce's offering for industry cloud. Now, Salesforce is, if you really look at Salesforce as a company, they came up with the CRM in 2004. Now, their core products were like Sales Cloud and Service Cloud. Later on, they added Community Cloud, Marketing Cloud, and all of that. But now, recently, from last 3-4 years, if you really look at Salesforce as a company, they are growing at a stellar speed. And now, what they have started to offering the ready-made industry clouds or the ready-made industry solutions. And manufacturing cloud is one of that solution. So when we say manufacturing cloud, now let's say it's a car manufacturing company or any manufacturing company for that matter, they need to have the forecasting done very accurately. So let's say if I have to deliver certain number of cars to certain customer, I need to have procurement done, orders to be sent to my vendors accordingly. So that's where this forecasting comes very important for them as a module. Rest, if you really look at the sales side, when it comes to lead conversion, account, contact, opportunity, is somewhat similar to other industry also. But this portion, so what Salesforce has done to enable manufacturers to get on Salesforce is account-based forecasting. That is added feature on top of Sales and Service Cloud that Salesforce has provided. So you can forecast based on your account rather than forecasting based on your opportunities. So let's say if I'm expecting UMA to give me order for 50 cars for this month. Once I have this order, I can track how many I have fulfilled, how many are in the pipeline, how many I have committed. Accordingly, I can give orders to my suppliers and vendors so that I can start procuring the material. That material goes to my warehouse and assembly lines and cars that started manufacturing. So that way, a lot of processes Salesforce has done, has given you out of the box to enable you to start your manufacturing, data sourcing on Salesforce. Now, in the diagram, if you really look at, this is, in a nutshell, all your processes that how you can manage on the Salesforce as well as your ERP. So if you really look at, you have products, you have work in progress, accounts, forecast, rebates, planning, orders, inventory, shipping, that comes as a part of your ERP. Then you have also HR system. And now how Salesforce can help you, because Salesforce has manufacturing cloud, it has B2B commerce, it has marketing cloud, it has communities for your customers to log the complaints, to see the different knowledge articles. It also has community for your partners. You might have some resellers, so they can log their opportunities. They can see a certain amount of data from your company. Then you can have CPQ. So all of this cloud Salesforce has as part of the solution that support or that enables you on a manufacturing industry. You also have the marketing platform in terms of Pardot or in terms of marketing cloud, which you can use to market your products. So that way, if you really look at, it's a holistic solution. And as Salesforce has open APIs, so you can always connect it with your ERP. So you can track supply chain management, procurement, and warehouse management on top of your Salesforce. Yes, Isna.
One of our customers is it's very big and I really want to speak for them. So for them, we implemented Salesforce is cloud and mobile app for them, and we did migration from the classic pricing. And after the live, we had 70% faster employee onboarding. So yeah. That's another of Salesforce.com and they also use Salesforce programs. Salesforce that is making people focus again. It's not the area that we already have a single channel with revenue progress of any account or customer. Rebates, incentive programs. This is also one thing to be proud of. Rebate management and incentive management programs are something of a very big, especially in the industries, because that gives a very amazing chance to your partners because distributors for working. But you can speak a little bit about the rebate management and incentive programs inside Salesforce.
Isna, will you please repeat because your voice was cracking in between.
Can you speak a little bit more about the rebate management and incentive programs in Salesforce?
No, Isna, can you please come closer to your laptop? So
I'm just saying, can you speak a little bit about the rebate management and incentive programs?
Yeah, definitely. So rebates management, and this is something we are also working with one of our customer right now to implement because they have some legacy system which was they were managing their rebates. They were managing sales cycle on different system, rebate management on a different system, and even incentive management for sales guys on a different system. Now, what we are doing with them is we are having Salesforce platform. We are consolidating all these three systems into one Salesforce platform. So we have their entire sales cycle in the Sales Cloud. We are also doing the customization for the rebate management on the Salesforce platform, because as you know, Salesforce is not just an application, it's a platform also. So you can develop your custom apps, or you can do your customization on top of Salesforce. So we are doing for them for rebate management, and also they have certain incentives that they give to their sales rep based on the sales that they are making. So as we have all the opportunities data, all the orders data on the Salesforce, we are also calculating the incentives, the percentage of commission, and all of that on the Salesforce platform. So if you really look at, we have consolidated 3 different systems inside one Salesforce system. And that too with using Sales Cloud, and others are all customization on top of the Sales Cloud that we have done.
As I said, the rebate management really makes sense, especially in manufacturing, consumer goods, and automotive industries. In consumer goods, you have transparency with real-time and a holistic view of your rebate programs and sales agreements. It provides a sales manager with program performance insights to drive on the work desired behavior. And also in the consumer goods industry, you can deliver top-line growth by promoting greater baskets and regular purchasing discount. In automotive also, it makes really good sense with the rebate management system. You can securely share specific programs information with the dealer networks, because the automotive industry have a lot of dealers. You can optimize incentive programs to drive top line and bottom line benefits, and it can also allow you to model dealer and consumer incentives on one single platform. Navigation is one of our customers as well, for which we implement sales, community cloud, and marketing cloud. Community cloud is basically, you can consider that as a portal where some people of the organization which are working not directly inside the marketing, and your leaders, your distributors, or any partners whom you don't want to give full access to, for instance, but they can have a limited access, so they can also have a visibility. For instance, if you're working with your partners, they need to track on different deals you're working together. Or if you're dealing with your some of your, you can say, some customers which are having some which are working, which are your customers, which submit different cases or inquiries, they can also have access to your system. So they can also know where, if they have any complaints or cases, where they are at now with respect to the product or service inquiry. That's the main kind of media. Merchant media is another Salesforce user. Salesforce overview would be given by Zainab Simran, she's going to be our Zoom. She will be the account executive for the MENA region, and she will be with us at 11:30. So I'll leave that section for her to speak. Next slide, please. Next slide. These are international and local customers, some of them. As you can see, these are our partners. We are similar consulting partners with Salesforce. We are also partners with Genesis. For example, for Southeast Asian Aviation, we worked on the project of Genesis. They are now processing their cloud call center solution, and after inshallah they will be live, we will have Salesforce for them. Also, we are partners with HubSpot. HubSpot is a good B2C marketing. In Saudi Private Aviation Staff, we implemented to a partner for the Genesis working for them. We are partners with them. They are working on it for Saudi Private Aviation. It's a bit like have a close structure, but they are expected to go live in 2 months. We don't involve our development team directly. They are partners for them to cover Saudi region. We are partners with Conga. Conga is basically one of the tools we use, because Salesforce out of the box gives your documents in PDF. So if you want to have documents in Word, we implement Conga, and then we have anything that we use with Mississippi. Property base is our partner as well, which we did for Mississippi. DocuSign also we did for Mississippi when we need to have electronic signature. So these are all our partners. So if you want to have an end-to-end excellent solution for our customers, and also part of it for DocuSign, sure. Pretty, can you explain a little bit about the Mississippi project, about the DocuSign?
Yeah, DocuSign is basically they're using for digitally signing the contracts. So DocuSign is third-party app. So Salesforce has an app exchange place where you can install the different apps. So it's a paid app which is used for digitally signing the documents. Okay, so you can send the document via email. You can and the person who is receiving that email, he can digitally sign the document and send it back as an attachment to the record. So maybe your proposals, your contracts,
Yes,
your
what is
lease
happening
offers, and all of that.
their sales properties is already high. Now they're in the final stage of DocuSign. Because DocuSign is another part, they work, but we have to work with that collaborative monthly project. Yeah, next slide, please. We also work on the e-commerce app and mobile apps in the development. That is for our works, which my team did. Some of the projects we did. I just need to share a few memorable moments from Cetrix and Salesforce. We had Salesforce in Dubai, and Cetrix was awarded as the most valuable partner. So it's just a memorable picture I want to share in this workshop. Next slide. Moreover, Citrix and Salesforce are the partner together meeting as a keynote speaker at the conference running by Digital Library 2019. It was Steve conference and the logo, but it was more at that point. And we were the key speakers who partner together there in the conference. That was the first time actually that we got Salesforce out. Before that, they don't actually attend any kind of workshop. This is just a memorable picture of the inauguration of our office. And then we will say, Hisham, the last he's a very great guy from Salesforce accounting about the industry. He recently joined the work company that we're in right. And on the right, you will see the signing of our contract with Chica, which I was talking about the company, which is giving health services to the poor and the middle. This was the first workshop in 2019. And Coco, and we had Ishal and Sivoli from Salesforce team. Unfortunately, this time no aid can join in person because of the they're not able to the international company. But we hope to have them soon, inshallah. Okay, so that's all from my side.
Not yet, please.
Okay, no worries. So till Zara joins, Pradeep, I would like you to jump on the demo and show them actually how Salesforce looks like. And once Zara is here, I'll ping you to make the impressions start moving. Meantime, are you willing to have any questions in the session? And similarly? They are basically in Dublin. They are in Dublin, in Ireland. All these accounts executives are coming from Dublin, from Ireland, and from Dublin. I think their office is going to be a school in Dubai, but in Saudi, not any plans to get at 90% that they are planning to. But for Saudi, they have double the resources. Like previously, it was 280 for the USA, but now they have double the resources that Saudi. Because they do realize up to now in Saudi, I'm a little bit enjoying the monopoly. I'm the registered partner. I don't know how many partners they from Dubai might have certain kind of partnership with the KSA, but if you ask a person, a legal registered office, and that's actually one of the reasons why Salesforce is creating design for us. So yeah. So Pratik, on to you. Any more questions? So after the workshop, when we finish with the demo, we will have a detailed Q&A.
You can share the screen, Pratik.
So Isna, are we doing end-to-end demo or are we waiting for Zena?
You can start when she joins in, because I don't want to waste. You can decide, let's make use of whatever comes.
All right. Can you guys see my screen? Islam?
Yes.
Okay.
We can
So
show.
now, as Salesforce is 100% cloud application, you don't need to install anything on your machine. It is as good as your, logging to Gmail account. So you simply type in login.salesforce.com and you get login inside the system. Now, here you can see the multiple apps. This is our demo org. Okay. So let me go to the sales app so I can give you a brief, overview of the sales cloud. Now, as soon as I log in, I go to the home page, and here I can see all my important KPIs that as a manager or as a user I have to see when I start my day. So here I can see the closed business, how much amount of business we have closed in the last month. I can see my pipeline over the period of time. I can also see the forecast. Okay. Here you can see all the activities. The activity means, if you remember, I was talking about Genjum Pharma use case where they really wanted to track how many visits, how many demonstration meetings their reps are doing with the hospitals or with the pharmaceutical pharmacies or the retail customers. So those kind of activities, as long as that logging inside Salesforce, you can create a dashboard on top of it. So as a sales manager, you don't need to chase them, or you don't need to conduct a review meeting just to understand how many activities they have logged over the period of time. Then here I can see my open leads. I can see the list with all of their details. Then as a manager, I can also see how my team is performing. Okay, so I can see individual performance with their close numbers. Okay, so this is a dashboard, and again, whichever screens you will see throughout the demo, these are all customizable. So as per your requirement. So let's say somebody wants different set of KPIs to be shown on the home page, we can change this dashboard. Okay, behind these KPIs you will also find that there's there's a detailed report. So let's say as a manager, I want to slice and dice. I want to see the entire numbers of my team. Okay, so I can click on the view report over here. Or let's say if I want to see specific person's number. So let's say I want to see which all different opportunities Cindy has closed to get this 364k revenue. Okay, so I can just click on Cindy's name. Okay. So when I clicked on the entire the report, here you can see, I can see the entire report, right, for individual in detail. So I can see opportunity owner, the type of opportunity, which stage, because these are all closed number. You'll see the stages are closed one. Then you can see opportunity name, corresponding account name, what was the close date, and what was the amount it contributed. Okay, here you see a report or the record details for all sales guys. Now in the other screen, when I clicked on Cindy's name, here you can see only records which belongs to Cindy as an opportunity owner. So that way you can slice and dice the data from the dashboard. Okay, Salesforce has very strong reporting and dashboarding capabilities, and that's where whenever we come into the project, we do discovery meetings. We focus, a lot of time you'll find us more focusing on the data models, because a lot of people understand the importance of data model when they want to extract KPIs out of the system, and then they realize, oh, this is something we didn't capture on the record. So as long as you are capturing record data, we can create reports and dashboards, and once we have dashboard, we can slice and dice them based on your requirements. Okay, so that was pretty much on the dashboarding side. Now let's talk about individual records. So most of a sales life cycle, it starts with leads. Okay, and lead comes as a part of your campaign. So I'll open one of the campaign record to show you. Islam, I'm audible, and is my screen is visible without any lag?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody can hear it.
All
Yeah,
right.
pretty awkward.
Okay, no problem. So this is a campaign. So Salesforce, you can run the campaign using Mailchimp or different because a lot of companies using different tools for marketing purpose. You can have telephonic campaign where you do cold calls to number of prospect or the list of contacts that you have. You might run, you might send the newsletters, or you might run a workshop or trade shows, and there can be multiple webinars, seminars. There can be multiple types of campaigns. Okay, Salesforce gives you ability to track all of these campaigns, because as a marketers, they always have this thing in their back of their mind. What is ROI of my campaign? What is return on investment that I'm getting if I'm running this campaign? So to track all of this, because in Salesforce you have campaigns, you have leads, then you convert the lead into account, contact, and opportunity, and further your sales takes over they track entire sales life cycle, and that's where you close the opportunity as closed one, or you might lose the opportunity with a competitor. But it gives you this 360-degree view, and that way you have from a prospect to opportunity closure, and that way you can also track the campaign ROI, because that lead was initiated with a campaign, so it has that campaign history. When that lead gets converted to account, contact, and opportunity also has that campaign history. So if the opportunity gets closed one, those number will gonna be reflect as ROI of your campaign. Or you can also see the pipeline generated.
Sorry to interrupt and break in between. We have Zainab Salim from Salesforce. She's the account executive for the MENA region, specifically for Saudi Arabia. Zainab, are you with us? Can you hear me well?
Hello, hi everyone. Assalamu alaikum jami'an. Thank you so much, Esna, for organizing this event. Thank you, Pratik, for I was joining later in your demo. Esna, do you want me to start with my presentation then?
Yes. Please, the floor is yours, and Zainab is going to give a high-level overview about Salesforce. So Zainab, please, the lead is yours.
All right, perfect. So let me just first of all confirm that you guys can see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
All right, perfect. All right, so as Isna was saying, so I'm the territory manager for Saudi Arabia with Salesforce, and I'm going to talk today about how we can reimagine the customer relationship with Salesforce, and how we can take that from anywhere as the new norm that we have today. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Do you still see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect.
Now we can see half of the screen. If you can change it or try to restart the sharing of the screen.
I'm trying to do that. This is what I'm actually trying. Is it now full screen?
Yeah, it's good now.
Perfect. Okay. So first of all, we know that, and we understand that this might be the difficult time, honestly, for everyone, especially with the COVID situation. So we appreciate you coming today and give us the time to be your partner with your success, and your success is actually our priority. We are here to help you and meet and exceed, hopefully, your customer expectation and maintain business as usual. We are committed to being your partner and preserving together in the days and years ahead of time. So back in March, I'm gonna take you a little bit to what happened last year. I'm not sure what's going on with my presentation. Okay. Yeah. So back in March, our lives changed overnight, right? Quite literally. We woke up at whole new reality where everyone suddenly decided to go back to work from home, and we were not allowed to go out. And there was so many changes that happened that actually affected the business as well. So most of us were already utilizing digital tools. So some company already had some tools already in place, so they were more agile to adapt to the new situation. However, we prepared for what we thought might be temporary jump to video calls and web events like this one, for example. But as we settle into a new global rhythm, we know that maintaining these open digital relationship with the customer is a must. Now, having said that, we are actually also had done kind of a study with decision makers. So luckily for us, meeting at the moment doesn't mean that we are starting from zero. Salesforce has been in the online and the cloud so for more than 20 years, and which means that we're building the infrastructure we have already put in place, and it means optimizing it for greater growth opportunity. It means turning individual touch points and engagement into a fully realized unified customer experience, one made for a new economy and a new workforce that is dialing from anywhere and from any and everywhere actually. So what does that mean, right? So today companies are looking, not only companies, actually even governments are now looking at that. So today companies are looking for the partners that can help and optimize and streamline the processes, ultimately grow their business. Looking at that, so how was the things tomorrow, and what the tomorrow, what the things are today, and what we can bring for the tomorrow experience. This is what we are looking at in terms of the customer Salesforce customer 360. So going digital is necessary for sure, but it's also a massive opportunity for companies to grow. So what do we mean by the customer 360? And this is very important. I'm going to take a little bit of time on this slide, if you allow me, guys. So the Salesforce Customer 360 is a completely first platform to meet the need of the digital imperative, enabling you to move quickly and digitally. It helps you create a single view of your customer across market-leading application and sales, service, marketing, and then commerce as well. At the core of the Customer 360, usually we put your customer, right? So here in the middle, you will, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but here is in the middle, you will see your customer, and this is how Salesforce built the solution around your customer. So at the core is your customer, and who is now completely digital, by the way. And we believe that everything should be centered around your customer. Let's take a look at the overall value of the Customer 360 so we can better understand what makes Salesforce different and why we do what we do. To begin, the Customer 360 has shown proven customer success, with 90% of our customer actually saying that their ROI of investing with Salesforce has been met or even exceeded. Salesforce is the world's #1 CRM. We are the only company who is capable of bringing sales, service, marketing, commerce, and IT together on one platform, giving one single view of your customer at a scale. Additionally, we are also uniquely positioned to bring fast time to value, which is especially important today. Of course, you need to act fast. And finally, our platform is scalable and flexible, offering solution at any size of company or industry, allowing any company to accelerate business success. With our CRM, key differentiate, you can exceed customer expectation, even with your team working from anywhere in the world, with the digital first Salesforce Customer 360. And I think it's here worth to mention that some of my friends actually told me that Saudi, as a vision, has the thought of thinking of how they can move or actually obligate companies to be prepared to have, I think, around 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, sorry, 2 months from the year to be going from home or working from home. And this is where the companies need to be able and to be ready for this kind of law, let's say, if it was implemented. Whether it's a pandemic, inshallah, nothing will continue like this, and we hope we all go back to normal. So when the world changes, business has to change with it, right? So Salesforce keep companies prepared for whatever challenges the world might throw at them, and they grow and evolve. So a team can fully be collaborating from anywhere. This is the very important idea that everyone is now focusing on. So as you might imagine, let me now just move ahead from this one. So as you might imagine, in the race of digital, we need to look at 4 different things that we need to consider, right? Which is between speed, scale, resilience, and relevant and resilience. So make business better, quickly, and innovate faster with the maximum growth, personalize customer engagement, and empower your team. And the team part, by the way, is very important, and I will touch point on that one in more details later on. Now, talking about the reimagining of the customer experience, as you might imagine, in the race of the digital, speed is the most important thing. So companies have to move faster than their customers to provide seamless experience. Having said that, let's look at more details about what does that mean in Salesforce. We know that people are busy. They are always looking for ways to save time. So when they engage with a company, they don't want a slow, fractured experience. They are seeking out smooth, tailored, personalized experience to their needs and preferences. Sorry. So they want companies to anticipate their needs and deliver, and not even deliver, sometimes to exceed their expectation, whether that's from a sales team or from your customer service department. And they are expecting it all to happen faster and faster each time. Data is the key. That unlocks speed, right? So if we have the right data, paints a picture for our customer, a single shared source of truth, so that the companies can deliver on those customer experience more quickly. When we provide company with a single source of truth of each customer, we are providing them with the insight to make smarter decisions faster than ever. When everyone within an organization has access to the same customer data, teams can collaborate quickly and freely to solve problem or close deals. That single source empower the team to move quickly and intelligently to help customer and ultimately save the time. So, and it will be actually saving the time for both of them, right? So for the customer and for the company. Mastering your customer data is the key to moving quickly. So it's very important to understand what type of data we are looking at. So first, you have to unlock your data, free it up, share it across sales, marketing, service. No matter where it sits, we use APIs to allow companies to access all information they need to grow their business and deliver great customer experience. Now, data soiled are connected. We want teams to get insights fast with a single source of truth of customer truth. We can use analytics to get significant, actionable insights to inform the decision making. Right. So once we have the unified data from all the departments in a one single customer view, the decision makers can actually take across the organization can stay armed with the key data point they need to act strategically, quickly, and as a unified front. When teams are interacting with the customer, they know they have the insight of every department behind their choice. Moving to the next point, before moving to the next point, I'm actually going to share with you AT&T story, which is, by the way, the STC of Saudi of America. And actually, I'm gonna share a different screen here, and I want to share with you a 3 minutes video, a quick one. But sorry, I didn't hear.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna just switch the screen now. Actually, let me stop share. Okay, here we go. Technology sometimes. Can you now see my YouTube?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Can you hear it as well when I play it?
No.
No.
Maybe we can copy this link and play from our side.
Yeah, can you please send us the link so I can play from my side?
Sure, no problem. I can do that quickly on the chat, right?
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
Is it lagging?
I'm trying to find here we go.
I can find it down at the bottom. Yeah.
I sent it to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you can play that one, it's literally 2 minutes and 46 seconds. I just need to make sure that you guys hear it also from the customer voice as well. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I'll leave it to you, Islam.
$7. As many videos as you want.
Can you see my screen?
AT&T is a brand that's been known for quite some time, and we've made it a commitment to keep our customer front and center at everything that we do.
13 years ago, I was a retail sales consultant. I was the one walking to the door. Hello, welcome to AT&T. That was me.
It's all about the customer and connecting the journeys that they have across multiple channels.
Where do we apply our focus to make our company best in class, maybe even world class?
What we're driving is really about business transformation.
With that comes great responsibility to uphold the promise and the power of the AT&T brand.
We're always looking for ways to innovate.
It's in that moment that any company has to go digital.
Customers have very complicated relationships with us.
Oftentimes painful in the experience.
The challenge is we've got to go back and cover 15, 20 years worth of technical evolution.
I think my team worked in about 20 different applications.
I got to go to 50 screens trying to find this and that.
Swivel chairing.
Took down the customer information on a sticky note.
Searching.
Our front line wants to be one company.
How many times do I have to repeat myself? You all are AT&T. Is an AT&T one company?
How do we turn our frontline teams into superheroes? How do we make them the smartest people? How can we take a tool like Customer 360, get that laddered into the organization quickly and really try to accelerate some change in this company?
The telecom industry is fiercely competitive. You have to be able to change things rapidly. Everything moves at the speed of light.
This pandemic has shown us what the art of possible is when you move faster and you do things differently.
Now we can just hit an app and it's open and we in.
When any customer comes to interact with us, that frontline agent will know everything about the customer.
That's a capability we haven't had.
It gives them a way to have a relationship with the customer.
Getting a single source of truth, getting this 360 platform deployed was a huge milestone.
From a speed and agility perspective, that is a game changer.
We know customers want simple, seamless, ultra-fast engagements from us.
This is it. This is the opportunity to really be successful for our customers going forward.
I have a vision that this tool in the hands of our frontline will be a difference maker and a vital component to the growth platform of AT&T.
What worth to mention in this story, honestly, is that they managed to do this within 5 months, right? So they actually trained 30,000 sales reps in 5 months, and this was during the very tough times. Now, we talked about how we are reimagining the customer experience, right? So we first talked about the speed and how important is that. So moving quickly is one thing. However, but company must also adapt to the latest needs for the customer as well. So we enable companies to innovate at a scale to meet global demand at the need of their customer that change. Every part of our agile platform is built for growth and innovation. We know that as companies grow and evolve, their demand also change. So we're talking now in any different size of a company, whether you are a startup in the middle size, or even to become an enterprise company. We know that you will need to have this agility with the platform or with the partner technology that you're deciding to go with, to be more flexible, customizable, to keep teams moving toward the same goal. So Salesforce CRM allows companies to quickly adapt to the changing market conditions. So innovation can lead to impact. It's made to meet of the demand for global condition. So innovation can lead to impact. It's made to meet because of that, Salesforce meet them where they are, and we can integrate with any application. By the way, this is also very important to mention here, our existing database. So there is no need to start from net zero. We want to help companies build and grow upon their success. Companies can use our CRM platform to pivot and adapt. We've learned from over the past years, everything can change overnight. Our platform ensure that companies won't be caught flat-footed by their customers. Our team can scale quickly with a full view of their business and their customers. That means using their existing data to help automate complex processes and workflows to save employees time and serve customers with more efficiency. Having said that, there is another example here that we like, another success story with one of the global companies as well, which is Cisco. Cisco, what they did is basically historically has been organized that works and soils build fragmented solution to meet the need of the individual business groups. When Maria, which is the CXO for Cisco, joined the company in 2018, she partnered with Salesforce on a major digital transformation to enable their migration to a recurring revenue business model. Over the past of 2.5 years, she has driven multiple track of work that are enabling Cisco to better serve their customers across their entire customer lifecycle. To accelerate its digital transformation, Cisco partnered with Salesforce Professional Services, and they brought deep cloud knowledge and industry experience to help shorten time between the idea and the results. So we help Cisco get the greatest return on their investment with Salesforce. Today, for Cisco's newest offers, Salesforce is leveraged from the beginning of a customer journey with a personalized marketing journey through opportunity creation and management configuration and coding. So we're managing the whole sales cycle and the marketing as well. Once the deal is booked, Salesforce field service as well. So because they also manage to do some maintaining, so the field service is used to intelligently identify the right reasons, and then the project is managed in the Service Cloud in combination with the Financial Force. Marketing Cloud is used to put existing customer in a journey to drive adoption. Support is also provided via Service Cloud as well. So Salesforce from anywhere empowered their sales team to have integrated data with their territory plan template inside the Sales Cloud organization. They are enabling virtual sellers to drive efficiencies and revenue growth by streaming digital performance. As Salesforce is leveraged across the different aspects of the customer lifecycle, Cisco comes closer to a true 360 view of the customer. The amazing work being done by their new CXO is driving results for Cisco as well. At a time when some aspects of the company are struggling, CX is growing. This is driving more and more opportunity for Salesforce partner with Cisco across the enterprise to support their transformation. And these are the cloud that currently are function with Cisco. Now we talked about how important it is to be quick in taking your decision and be the speed on it, how you need to have a partner that can scale with you. Now let's look at the relevance of that and how important is this. Each one of those single engagements are important. The ladder up to fully realize customer experience, one that full of lasting value for companies and customers. As team is creating a single shared customer record, right? They can continuously optimize their own effort to engage, no matter how they get in touch, right? So we're talking about any touch point that happens with the customer to be relevant to them and more personalized, whether an interaction happens through text, through an email, from marketing perspective, an opportunity or a case that they need to, a ticket that they raise up to be solved. Every member of the team can use the knowledge to deepen their engagement. All that knowledge, all that data helps make every engagement more real, more human, more connected, and empathetic to the customer life, right? When companies know how a customer like to chat, for example, what they like to see, what type of communication they are using, what channel they like to engage with us. They want to be engaged. Each interaction becomes more relevant to the customer. Each of these little moments can connect to create a journey from prospect to purchase, that filled with all the things that the customer wants to see and fewer of the things that they don't want to see. And I think each one of us is actually a customer somewhere, and we all want to have this more personalized experience, right? Another like important thing to mention here is if we think what we look at as a customer ourselves, right? Each one of us must be have dealt with a company that you are the customer and how you want to be treated, and this is how you need to take the same experience to your company to be to deliver this such personalized experience to your customer. So and that only can happen if we connect the data and if we have one single view of the customer in one place to have more humanized interaction and make sure that we understand and we hear our customer in more details. Any questions so far? I would like just to stop here before I move ahead with the last part of the presentation. Are we good?
No, Zainab, we are good. You can proceed.
Awesome. A real example for that one is CarMax, right? So what CarMax did is, I don't know if you guys are aware of them, but they are actually the United States largest retail used vehicle for more than 220 used car stores nationwide. So they have more all over the US with Salesforce as its single source of truth. But that's what CarMax did is created an omni-channel experience across their sales cycle, including online, phone support, and on-site experience. So they wanted to make sure that whoever is contacting them is also having the same experience in the store, right? So the omni-channel experience empower customers to buy a car on their terms, online or in store, and a seamless integration of both. Customers save time by completing most of the process online in advance. So including, for example, selecting the vehicle, getting a pre-approved for financing, and getting a trade-in offer on an existing vehicle. CarMax built out a centralized contact center where associated use Service Cloud to support this new omni-channel buying process specifically, helping the customer navigate the process and answering their questions and ultimately helping the customer be much more prepared. So all of that could happen or actually was happening online. When it is time for a test drive, for example, the appointment, or they have to have the car delivered, Salesforce field service handle the appointment scheduling and guide checklists to ensure the associates are always prepared with the customer profile and proper documentation. Field service also help CarMax plan out and execute home deliveries, right? So now we're talking about how we deliver the car after they already did all the selection criteria online. By connecting all data from the sales cycle tracked in Salesforce and Sales Cloud, mobile workers can surprise and delight along the way, like turning on the AC for a hot day, including toys alongside if they know that this woman is actually delivered a baby a couple of days ago, or whatever it is. They will give this personal touch. So by connecting all the data, they can do that easily. So Einstein will classify incoming customers' SMS text messages, which ultimately increase association productivity and customer satisfaction. Behind the scenes, what's happening with CarMax is that the customer 360 platform accelerates speed to market by integration external data that CarMax is using to Salesforce instance. Salesforce DX organize metadata for easy use, scratch organization, boost deliver autonomy, speed, collaboration, and experimentation. So this was the CarMax experience about how much they managed to be relevant to their customers. Yes, of course, yeah. I hope that you know that I can't hear anything.
Yeah. I'll take I'll give you the mic.
Okay, thank you for your opportunity to come us
Yeah.
experience. This is a very unique experience that the service. You just can get how it costs and you go a little bit in detail and provide the guide or with other third parties and what is the cost to that? We just know that there's mostly the CRM, right? What is behind that?
I apologize, but Isma, can you repeat the question because I didn't hear it very well?
Okay. If you can repeat.
Then they want to learn a little bit more what Salesforce did for CarMax, a bit more elaborated on what you do that.
I'm not hearing the question. I'm so sorry.
Can you
Yes.
elaborate?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you elaborate a bit more what CarMax did for Salesforce? Like, were there any integrated solutions? A bit more overview about how did CRM made sense to them? Because CarMax is an interesting account for this gentleman to learn more.
Okay, so basically, first of all, we're talking about how they. Let me tell you what type of clouds they are using, right? So they are using the Sales Cloud, the Service Cloud, the platform, and the analytics, which is Tableau, and the learning as well for their employees onboarding, using also Einstein and the mobile app. What's happening here is they created from the Sales Cloud, from the platform cloud here, this license. They created their sales process of, let's say, for example, selecting a car, what is available from the cars that they have. They will have it online already, right? So if I'm at home and I want to actually buy a car, I can just go to CarMax website and check their website of the cars that are available. So I can select that one, for example, because it's a used car, so there is no specification that I can add. It will be already within in the website, and then I will ask them for. They will ask me, for example, as the next step, to upload some of my documents that is related to financial credit to make sure that I actually can afford to buy this car, whether it's the cash that I will put as a down payment, etc., and all of that. And that's also done on a platform license. Until now, we're in the platform license, right? And then once they submit all of that, it will become as a case for the customer service to give them a call and check if they are willing to have an appointment, for example, for a test drive to check the car. Let's say I actually selected 2-3 cars that I'm interested in, and I would like to give them a look. And that was during COVID, by the way. This is why we highlighted here that it's been three weeks to roll out the CarMax because it was during the COVID, so there was some restriction. So after that, someone will call me. I will decide if I want to come to the site and check the car myself, or if I want it to be delivered to me, so I can do the test drive during that as well. So they will do the test drive, for example, and then now it's time to deliver the car to the customer. All right, and this is where also we're using the Service and Sales Cloud, because the person who will actually go there will also finish the deal after, if they are happy with the test drive and they want to go ahead and buy the car. This is where they can actually finish the deal within from a tablet or from a phone, taking the customer signature and leave the car with the customer. There is a very nice video about that. If you Google just CarMax and Salesforce on YouTube, you will find a very interesting details about how they implemented even more. I hope I answered the question.
The Service Cloud. Yeah, with the Sales Cloud, you get actually sales and service bundled in one platform.
and service deals everything about the cases. It's all about the customer. So that comes in one platform, one with sales cloud. So sales and service actually comes in one product.
There is wait, Esna, I think there is a type of the license that actually can give you sales and service.
Yes.
Yeah, not every license from sales will cover the service, and not every service will cover that. But there is a type where it's a sales and service type of license that can cover the whole cycle. Depends on the use case. Which company are you from? That would be interesting to know. علم أهلا وسهلا هلا.
So what's your question? Then they want to learn a bit more about what's defined the sales service platform. He's concerned about that. Yeah, if you can explain a bit more about like what's platform, like Tableau analytics.
Esna, if you can come closer when you're asking me, because I don't hear your conversation, guys.
Yes, those are all all of them. Yeah, platform is a service. Yeah, it's one platform is a service that's for sales. Zainab, his question was that the icons use sales service platform analytics, which was for Tableau. He wanted to know, are all these modules used for CarMax, and he wants to learn a little bit more what's analytics, what's platform, what's learning. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, like the use case that I just explained was merely just because we're now focusing on the customer experience, right? And this is why I focused on how they utilize these three platforms to do that. However, analytics is actually Tableau, and Tableau is a very well-known data analysis solution that was acquired by Salesforce, by the way, 2 years, I think almost 2 years ago now. So it's actually one of the solution the CarMax leaders use to make more insight on the decision, and also to understand that the connecting different type of data. For example, if they are getting data about the behavior of the customer on the online, they can link that to the analytics to give them more insight about this specific customer. And then the learning, it was more about their employees to onboard them and to give them the skills that's needed to do certain sales. For example, I want to make all my agents deliver the same message using Salesforce, and how they handle objection on every case, right? So during learning, and I'm, by the way, one of the people who use learning, as I joined Salesforce during this pandemic, and I learned all my skills that I need for my job on Salesforce using the learning cloud from Salesforce, where it takes me from model to a model, so I can learn on the go. Anyway, if you are more interested in that, we can definitely have a specific session, and I can explain to you how each cloud can work for that one. All right. I'm conscious of the time, so I'm gonna move to the resilience. So, and which is, by the way, also complements what you were asking about the learning side of things. So now we've talked about this, how Salesforce can help company to grow. However, but we all know that the growth is nothing if it can be supported, right? So we can bring the best technology in the world, put it in front of the people who are not gonna use it. That's not gonna guarantee us grow. So it needs to be sustained. We want to equip companies and team with the tools to face the new challenges that comes with the growth, to help them build resilience. And as they bring on new talent, take on new customer, and run toward new opportunities. In a world where both employees and customers are scattered across location now, it's crucial that companies provide a firm foundation to the team on the ground. With Salesforce, teams have the ability to learn faster, train more easily, and collaborate across departments. they have the ability to streamline the workflow and the operation in a way that empowers them to make decision. All this means a better experience for the end customer. So once internally the company is actually talking to each other, everyone knows everything about the customer, you would eventually also help and empower and enhance the customer experience. So basically, customers will benefit when teams are empowered to collaborate and make more informed decisions. And that's where Salesforce comes in. Our platform allows teams to act with confidence in every interaction, regardless of the team configuration. As companies start to settle into hybrid models of work, as I said, in the future, if, for example, that law, that the rumor that I heard about how Saudi will have 2 months that you need to work from home. Imagine if that 2 months can be taken. Salespeople are taking it, I don't know, July, June, July, August, because it's too hot, and the marketing is taking it August. And there is this overlap where sometimes not everyone is in the office at the same time. So with this hybrid model of work, we can help bring teams together, right? No matter how far apart they might be, we enable them with the digital tools and process they need to do their best work. We can help coworkers share insight across the team with ease. That means two teams working in completely different locations can join force to better serve a customer or work on a deal. No having to send this file or the note, the email that was not sent. It's all there for everyone to share. As a company grow, we know that there is also a need to continue learning, refining their skills. That is a key part of Salesforce, with learning tools and features packed right into the platform, making it easier than ever for teams and employees to learn. People are the most valuable resources for any company, and we all know that. And our platform can help keep people ready for what is next in their field. Um, be it a new chat feature to connect with customer, or an insight that changes the marketing POV. Customer 360 can be a platform to train the employees on the latest ways a company is connecting with customers. As a premium appliance brand, which is another story that I'm not gonna dig deep into it, but it's they actually deep engagement with the retailer, builder, designer, and the end users. What they did was, the challenge that the Fisher and Bakel wanted to improve the experience of their customers and partners and connect with them in a new way. They also wanted to uplift the service across region and remove major point of frustration from their customers, including that the time that they need to get the technicians, or like the delay in response. Sometimes legacy technology, of course, made it difficult to innovate and to achieve a single customer review. So the solution from Salesforce was the Service Cloud. Help them to transform the service and provide more personal and efficient support to the customer all over the globe. They also use the field service lightning, and this is a different use case for the field service. Remove the frustration around on-site visits with features like real-time tracking of technicians. So, for example, field service platform, what can help, for example, if a technician is going from the company to a location, you can actually send an SMS to the customer saying your technician is on the way, here's a tracking. Like Deliveroo, for example, if you guys are, or Talabat, when you, I think Deliveroo is using Talabat, you can actually see where is the driver going. Sales Cloud helps them to helps the reps manage B2B sales from end to end and strengthen engagement with the retailer, builders, and designer. Marketing Cloud support more personal and automated journey. CPQ, they also use the CPQ because there's to make the code easy. And to manage it with a streamline the creation of the code. They also use Community Cloud, powers a new portal with simplify collaboration with retailer, and the Commerce Cloud to help them even do the sales online. And they also use the Trailhead to provide fun way to learn Salesforce and maximize the value it provides. The results for this, so we talked about the challenges that they had, how they used Salesforce. The results was the team was previously lacked the field service solution, have increased efficiency by 30%. The business has reduced training time of operator from 9 months to just 3 weeks. The business has reduced, the dealer portal built on Community Cloud has reduced low value, highly transactional call to internal and external sales team by up to 60%. And finally, if you would like to learn more, you can definitely just search the story of this customer. Some of the logos that I would like to share with you about who works with Salesforce in the region. I think you will be familiar with some of these logos, and we are. I would like to highlight the fact that I'm actually. Sorry, guys, 1 second. I apologize for that. I wanted to share that Salesforce is actually focusing now specifically to Saudi. I'm one of the new hires. We have a full team now focusing just on Saudi. So there is a huge vision and focus that comes towards this country in specific. We weren't before, honestly, and this is, I think you can notice most of the logos are for Dubai. However, we've been doing very, very well the last couple of years. Once we start focusing on the region in specific. One more thing that I might want to say is just let's talk transformation. Let's look at how you can change your customer experience. How do you and I will leave you with these questions, right? These 3 questions. How do you currently get a complete picture of each customer? Because unless you know your customer, you won't be able to engage with them in the right way. The second question will be, how well are you able to connect and optimize your customer experience across touch points? And the third point will be, how is your organization is adapting to rapid technology and customer expectation changes? If we can have answer for these, you're on the right track for a digital transformation in your company. If not, give a call to Isna or myself, and this is where we can take this conversation together and help you in that. So we have end-to-end support with your transformation. We connect the products, we expand the ecosystem, and we are a new cross-cloud expert capability that we have. And we have a lot of partners in the region that helps us to deliver this experience to our customers. Anyway, if you would like, I will share this Isna with you, where you can send it to the invitee, where you can take a look at the ROI dashboard from Salesforce. You can also look at the trail, the CRM trail from Salesforce as well, that you can have a look on it. That was it from my side. So thank you so much, everyone. And if you have any question, I'm here I have another 10 minutes, guys, to answer any question if anyone has.
Zena, first of all, thank you for such a comprehensive presentation. That was simply very good. Any questions anybody have? So we are all good. Okay, Zena, we are all good. So as a next step, we would jump towards the demo, and then at 12:30 we have Vasif coming up from Zajul Express to add few words. So inshallah, I'm looking forward for him as well. And at 1, we are going to depart for the lunch. So we are going to miss you for that. And once again, thank you so much for the lovely presentation. And we definitely are looking forward to have you in the kingdom soon.
Inshallah. Once Saudi open the airports from Ireland, I'll be on the first airplane.
Perfect. You have everything.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Zainab.
Inshallah. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Towards the demo and continue that. At 12:30, we would have Mr. Vasif, who is going to join from Zajul Express to add few words. And inshallah, at 12:45, we will depart for the prayer and lunch. At 2, inshallah, we will join back for a QA session to continue the demo, and then we will have a comprehensive QA session where you can discuss your specific use case. And since I have my solution architect with me as well, so we can discuss your scenario more in detail. So Pratik, on to you. You can please start the demo you were talking about.
Okay, it's now. Right. Yeah. Is my screen visible?
Yes, Pratik, it is.
Yeah. So as we are discussing, I mean, typical journey. So before Zainab, joined, we were looking at reports and the dashboard, how you can see as soon as you log in inside the Salesforce. Now let's quickly look at the journey of a typical sales life cycle that we have. So we started as we were discussing about campaign. So Salesforce gives you a way, to track all of your campaigns, and that way, as you have lead to order or lead to quote to cash kind of functionality inside Salesforce. So that way you can also calculate your ROI on a specific campaign. Now let me show you one of the lead record. So here you can see these are the different list views. So you can categorize your leads over here. Okay, so I'll go to all leads. Okay, this is the Kanban view that I have. So let me open one of the lead. Now, as you see, this is a lead record. I have the important fields which I want to track as highlighted panel because you don't even need to scroll down. So the important fields you can just highlight it here, so you don't have to scroll down and all of that. Now, if you see, this is a lead path where you can see the stages of a lead life cycle. So lead might be in the new stage, then your marketing team works on it, then they qualify it, and once it is qualified, they will convert the lead into account, contact, and opportunity. Okay, we'll come to that, but before that, I'll show you the data points, how you can capture different data points for a lead. Okay, now these are the different details that we have, and as I mentioned earlier, also you can have any custom fields that you want to capture for any specific records. We can add those based on your requirements. This is completely customizable page. Okay, now you can see the name of the lead, title, company, the email, phone. Even Salesforce has native Google API integration, so that's where you can enter the address. It will be located on Google Map, or you can search for the address. Let's say if I search for Kingdom Tower,
They're in the restaurant in the ground floor.
it will also populate the address fields based on whatever you search on Google Map. Now, are you saying something or okay?
It's okay. Go ahead, Pratik.
Yeah. Now, on the right hand side, if you see, there's something called as activities. Now, this is very important. On every Salesforce record, you'll find these activities. Okay. Now, what does that mean? So basically, activities are the calls that you are making to your lead, or emails that you are sending, or you are assigning a specific task force to a specific person along with a specific due date, or you are just simply preparing for a meeting. You are setting up a meeting with your customer. So those are different things. Those are activities. And if you remember, we saw on the dashboard, you can run a report and have a dashboard on top of these activities. So you know exactly how many meetings your sales rep have arranged, how many emails he has sent, how many calls he has logged, how many tasks he has completed, and all of that. Okay, so I'll quickly show you how it looks like. So log a call is basically...
Just a second, Pratik. We're having a technical issue. All good, Pratik. Go ahead. Keep going.
Now, a logger call is basically, let's say I made a call to my prospect, and for tracking purpose, I want to track it. So, I'll select subject as a call. That call subject also is completely customizable. So, you can add the subject, you can type it also, you can mention the comments, and you can simply save it. Okay. Now, Salesforce also has a native integration with Outlook 365 and Gmail. So if you are using G Suite for business, so you can connect Gmail as well as your Outlook both with Salesforce. Okay, so that way you don't have to switch from your Salesforce to Outlook just to send an email. You can directly send email from Salesforce. Okay, even once you connect the Outlook or Gmail, the business G Suite, you can also sync the meeting invites. Okay, both from Salesforce to Outlook and Outlook to Salesforce, and same for Gmail. Okay, now this is the email that you can send. So let's say I'm gonna send you can add the subject, you can add the body, you can also add the email templates. So let's say yes, there's a certain specific response that you send in a template wise manner. So you can create a template and you can simply refer that template from here. So you don't have to type in all of those details. Okay, then there's something called as a task. Now task is something, let's say lead owner wants to assign some task, or let's say as a manager I want to assign some task to my sales rep to follow up with this lead, or set up some meeting, or set up a newsletter to them. Okay, and I can assign it has to be completed by next Thursday, so I have assigned due date as 15th of April. Okay, and then on the task you can also track the status, whether it's in progress, whether it's completed or on hold. Okay, so as soon as you log a task, you can start seeing it over here. And same with event. Event is basically a meeting invite that you can send. So it's a meeting. It has a start date, start time, end date, end time, and you can also mention the location, and you can save it. The advantage that you get, because as your sales rep starts logging activities, or your marketing people starts logging activities, you have full visibility as to what has happened so far on this prospect. Okay, so that way if tomorrow anybody takes over this prospect, he knows exactly what all different activities has happened in the past. So it shows in a timeline manner fashion. April, you did a call to them, it has all of its notes. Then you sent a letter, you set up a meeting, and all of that. So you can see all that visibility is there on that record. Even if you want to attach some files, you can simply upload file up to 2 GB it supports, so you can upload up to that size of file on the record. Okay, now let's say my marketing team is following, they were working on it. After some days, they set up a meeting, they did a demo and all of that. They qualified the lead, and once the lead starts showing interest, they feel that it's going to be our potential customer. And why can't we why don't we follow up or why don't we hand it over to the sales, so sales can take it over from them. Okay, so at that point in time, they can convert the lead. Once lead is converted, it gets converted into account, contact, and opportunity. Now, account is the company information of that lead. Contact is it's a personal information like first name, last name, email, mobile number, its designation, and all of that. And opportunity is the business proposal related or potential deal related information that you can track. So this a lead conversion process is the standard process from Salesforce. Okay, now what can happen? Okay, 2-3 different variant here. So let's say I'm talking to a company with whom I have done business previously also. I have done some business, I have sold them some product or services in the past. So why should I create a new account if that account already exists? So that's why Salesforce has given you ability, so you can search existing account. So you don't have to create a new account every time you convert that lead. Okay, so you can search for existing account. Let's say you might be selling to that contact for the first time, or maybe for the second time. So if you are selling them another time, you don't have to create a new contact in that case. Okay, you can simply choose the existing one. That way you're avoiding the duplicate creation in the system. Okay, and then opportunity, can give the name and simply click on convert name. I'll just create a new account as of now. Now, as you see, once the lead is converted, I see there are 3 records that I have created: account, contact, and opportunity. Now, one thing if you observe, account automatically took the name of company, industry, total sales, employee number, which information we already had on the lead record. So you don't have to re-enter that information again. That is something called as a field mapping that we have done in the backend. Okay, so we can map the lead fields where it should go after lead conversion. That way, sales reps will save time in re-entering those details again and again. Okay, you see contact, first name, last name, phone, email, all those details are here. Even the opportunity details have come. Okay, so if I open the account, Just a second. If I open the account here now, you will see again the same important information you can see over here. Okay, all the account name, the type of account, all this information, and these fields we can add as per your requirements. Again, okay, this page is completely customizable. So let's say you want to capture some VAT number, some registration number, and all of that, we can add corresponding fields to capture that. Okay, number of employees. So some of the information you see which was pre-filled, which came as part of lead conversion, that information was already present on the prospect whenever we entered that prospect. Its corresponding company information got copy pasted on this account record. Okay, you can add additional details, you can choose the billing address, shipping address, and again another set of fields we can add. Now on the right hand side, if you see, as lead got converted, its activities also got carried forward on the corresponding record. So you see the call to check availability, meeting that we have set up, the later we had to send that task, all got carried forward on the account record. Okay, now account is the focal point. It's a company information basically, so it's a focal point for any CRM application. So now I'm just going to see you because you might have heard this word a lot of times, that customer 360-degree view. CRM we basically required just to make sure that we have the customer 360-degree view on our system. Now what does that mean? So now I've just the account got created as a result of lead conversion. Now if I go to the contacts, it will also show me the contact information. As we had converted add-ins information went into the account record, the company related information, and it created account. Now add-in automatically got connected to this account because it is part of this account. Okay, so you can see all the add-ins related information over here, and again the same activities because it is part of lead conversion. Now if I go back to the contact, we had also created opportunity. So you see sales related information, the opportunities you can see over here. Okay, now if you also enable the service cloud, the cases or the complaints that a customer log, you can see those complaints also on this account. So that way you see all the 360-degree view. And Zainab also mentioned field service. These are different products from Salesforce. Okay, Salesforce has multiple number of products that you can use based on your requirements. Obviously if you have those kind of requirements, then you can explore those kind of products. Okay, so now if I go back, let's go to one of the opportunity. Let's see how we can track the sales life cycle inside Salesforce.
Pratik, I'm sorry to disturb you again. Vasif, a sales manager from Zajil Express, is online, and he would like to share a few words. So sorry to interrupt you. Hi, Vasif, can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Hi, Isna. Hi, Pratik.
How
Hello,
are you?
everyone.
Thank you so much for joining. So Vasif, we have a few people with us. Unfortunately, a lot of people cannot join, I believe, due to the pandemic. However, your words is definitely going to add value to this workshop. So Vasif, you can tell a little bit about your role at Zajil. What are you guys doing? Why did you selected Salesforce for your digital transformation, and how did you found Citrix as a delivering partner?
Yeah, sure, Isna. Thanks for hosting me today. First, let me tell you about Zajil in brief. Zajil Express is one of the leading logistics providers in Saudi Arabia. We do a domestic and international deliveries, what we call in the logistics industry as last mile delivery. So we do B2C deliveries from well-known websites. When you purchase anything, we do the deliveries, and we are probably the most outreaching partner as logistics in Saudi Arabia. So we reach to all cities when or where nobody else could reach. And we have an ambitious goal to be a 1 billion Saudi Riyal company within the next 3 years. So that has entailed us to do a big transformation internally. and part of it is the digital transformation. Besides all other transformations like the behaviors, the humans, and all the other resources. So part of the digital transformation was moving to a real good or great CRM tool, and we had some long discussions internally in Zagil, trying to compare, analyze, and understand the best CRM tools that are in the market. So I won't mention other names, but definitely Salesforce was number one. We felt that it will add value to our business, and that's what really happened. So we could see now that Salesforce is helping us to understand our customers, retain customers, develop, do forecasts, know what's happening, where we're heading to. Once you move to a CRM tool, you understand that the manual work is not always the best solution. Yes, it's good when it's a small company, but once you become a big company, or you want to transform and become a major company, it becomes vital to your success. Especially that Zagil now is becoming a global company. We have now branches in GCC, China, UK, US. So we needed a strong partner like Salesforce, and of course, I don't want to forget about Cetrix as a delivering partner. We thank you guys. You've been so helpful, so friendly. Um, I want to mention Pratik and Priya and Vera, Isnam, and all the other guys behind the scene. You are doing a great job, and you helped us through this. So I appreciate it from me and all the board in our company. And that's it. I hope I have given you some a break from the demo that Pratik was delivering. Although I do enjoy Pratik's demos.
Thank you, Wasif. Thank you. Those words really mean a lot. Thank you. We wish we could have you and host a very nice lunch for you, but I believe you are busy in your engagement. So I wish you all the best. And thank you for selecting Citrix and Salesforce as your trusted partners. Thank you, Wasif.
Thank you, Isna. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So I need your suggestions. Do you want to continue the demo, or would you like to have a prayer break and lunch? I don't want so many things, might be great. So what do you suggest? No, it's wrong. Shall we take some, sorry? Prayer first, yes. So that's the right thing. So Pradeep, we will join you back. I cannot send you lunch through digital technology. Sorry for that.
No problem, Isna. So just ping me, before we start. So it's going to be a 1 hour break?
Yes, 1 hour break. So at 1:30, we are anticipated to log in again. We'll stay or you want to hear after?
No.
Okay. So Pratik will join after an hour. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. Bye-bye. Now you see the price became half because we offered 50% discount. So this kind of, and here also if you want to add certain fields like dimension of product and all of that, very specific for the customer requirement, we can add these the fields here on this page as well. Okay. Now I'll quickly show you one of the quote. So the relationship between opportunities and quote is one to many. So on one opportunity you can create multiple quotes. Now there's a reason behind this, because once you send one of the quotation, customer might ask to revise the products or revise the quantity of the product, or he might ask for additional discounts, and so many other things. He might ask you to change some certain terms and condition and all of that. So you might modify the existing quote, or you can create a new version of the existing quote. So that way Salesforce has given you ability that one opportunity can be associated to multiple quotes, but at a time only one quote will be the primary quote, and that's where Salesforce has syncing mechanism between opportunity and quote. So you don't have to add products on opportunity as well as quote. You simply add it on the quote, play around with it, and when it's final, you simply sync that quote to the opportunity, and all the product, its corresponding pricing will also get synced back to the opportunity. Okay. Now as you see on the quote, you'll find quote name, quote number, which opportunities belongs to, which account it belongs to, if there's any contract, what is the expiration date. Quote also has a life cycle, whether it's accepted, rejected, whether it's draft, approved, rejected, because in Salesforce you can also create approval processes. So let's say you exceed certain percentage of discount for which approval is required from management. So we can create approval process. So as soon as you cross that condition, the record will automatically go for your manager's approval or for certain person's approval. That is something that process we can automate inside Salesforce. Okay. Here you'll find the quote line items, quote PDFs. You can also create quote PDF over here. So there's a button called create PDF, and it will generate the quote with customer details, product line details, discount details, and terms and conditions. So if you see here, here's company's logo, here's the address, who created that quote, what is the bill to address, ship to address, account name like Advanced Communication Corporation. You see there are two products, battery low capacity connector cables. These are the corresponding list prices. These are the sales prices, discount, and the total price. And these are the terms and conditions. Okay. So that way you can directly send the quote to your customer, or you can save the quote, which will get attached in the attachment section, quote PDF document. So you can see all the different PDFs that I have created with the different revisions of the quote. Okay. If it is go for approval, it will also log the approval history. Okay. Then, so this was the typical journey of Sales Cloud. Okay, so we started with campaigns, we generated leads, then we worked on lead, we converted some of the leads, then we followed that customer throughout the opportunity life cycle. We sent the multiple quotes, and once the quote is accepted, we'll mark the opportunity as closed one. So that's where if I go back to the opportunity, so you can mark opportunity as closed one here, because, and that's where either it can be closed one or closed lost with your comparison, and you can save it. Okay. Now let's this is all about sales. Now sales has been done. Now what if let's say you sell the products which also have support contracts with it. So how do you support the customer? For that, Salesforce has cases, as one of the gentlemen was asking. So I'll go to the service application now. Okay. I'll also show you quickly the dashboard of a service, so you will also have an idea how it looks like. So if I go to the service agents dashboard, you'll see my assigned cases by priority. There are 4 cases of how many cases are for high priority, medium priority, low priority, cases by type, whether it's a product support, account support, and all of that. Okay, you can see the record count, the sources of cases. Salesforce supports case creation via email as well as web. That means you can have a web form hosted on your website. So let's say log a issue. So as soon as customer comes to your website, he log a issue, it can directly create case inside Salesforce. Also, you have let's say there's an email ID. Let's say support@cetrix.com. If my customer writes email to that, I will create case inside Salesforce. Or you also have live chat mechanism, chatbot mechanism. There are so many products of Salesforce in terms of services. You have live chat, chatbot, which are additional licenses on top of Service Cloud. So you have, your agents chatting direct live with your customers, or chatbot, which has AI mechanism who can take initial discussion, and then when it doesn't understand, it can navigate or redirect that discussion to the human or actual service agent. Okay, I just open one of the case. So here you'll find the subject of the case, description of the case number, what's the origin of case, whether it's coming from phone, email. Salesforce even supports CTI integration, but for that you have to use a third-party tool like Avaya or Cisco or Genesis kind of tools. That means, let's say I have a contact stored inside my Salesforce as part of contacts. Okay, whenever the phone number matches and contact is calling me, based on the phone number, Salesforce will pop up its contact. Okay, so you know who exactly is calling, and you can see all the checks on that. But for that you have to integrate a third party tool like Avaya, Cisco, or Genesis call center. Okay, you'll find here all the details, status of the case, because case also has a life cycle, whether it's a new case, is somebody working, whether you have assigned with the owner, are you waiting for customer for information from the customer, whether it's escalated, and you can then last stage will be marked as a closed, because you have resolved the cases and you can mark it as closed. Okay, you can also see the knowledge articles. Salesforce does support the knowledge based articles, so matching to the cases subject and description, it will also start showing you the corresponding knowledge articles if you have in the system. Okay, now to answer the question of self-help portal, I also show you. So this we saw whoever has license to Salesforce, what they can do internally. Now let's assume that we are a product-based company. Okay, now I want to give facility to my customers that they should have a portal where they can go, they can log the case, they can see the status of the case, they can see who has what agent has replied to their case. They can also initiate some discussion with the other customers. Like they can also, as a company, we can post some knowledge articles to deflect the cases. Meaning, before logging the cases, as soon as I start typing something, whichever documents or whichever prior questions which are answered or knowledge articles are matching to that question, Salesforce will start showing those knowledge articles. So before logging the case itself, your issue might get resolved by reading the knowledge article or by reading the other post. So I'll show you that it is called as a self-help portal in the Salesforce or a customer community. Now they have branded it as an experience cloud. Okay. Now here, if you see, I am logged in as a, let's say Stella Palova is one of my customer. Okay. I have asked my customer that you go to our community where you can log the cases, you can initiate the discussion with other colleagues and all of that. So you see, this is one of the community. Now here, if I go to my cases, that's where you can log the cases. So if you want to create, these are my existing cases. Okay, so if I open as a customer, I can only see my cases. I cannot see others' cases. So I can see this is my case. If there's any reply from customer support or like that. Okay, if I want to create a new case, if I want to change something, I can change that. Okay. So if I want to create a new case, I can simply create a new case from here. So this is how you can you can provide a portal for your customers, so they can log the cases, they can come, they can see what is the status of their cases, who is assigned, what is replies, and all of that. Also, if you go back to the home screen, you can also ask questions. So there's a little gamification on the leaderboard side. Then you can see all the topics. So let's say we have 3 products: batteries, inverters, and solar panels. So if I go to the solar panels, so I can see if there are any existing questions. So like let's say there's a question: which solar panels are good for home roof? Okay, so you can
I think the screen is stopped here. It's freezing. Can you restart the sharing the screen?
Okay, let me stop and restart.
Yeah, and repeat it, please.
Can you see the screen now?
Yeah, but start from the beginning.
Okay. Now let's say as a customer, I have this portal, so I can go to my cases because it's a customer, right? So he should not see any other information apart from his own cases and general topics and discussion that he can initiate. So I can go to my cases. So Stella Palova is our user, so she can see all her details over here, her account. She will only see information to her account, to which it belongs. She belongs to United Oil and Corporation, okay, gas, oil and gas corporation. So she'll only see that account because she's, we cannot show her other accounts. Okay, then she can see her cases, what all different cases she has logged. So she sees there are 2 cases that she has logged. So she can check if there's any comment or any changes that she has to made, any customer support has added any comment or not. She can see all of that. Is there any comment or not? She can also make a comment from here that is there any update. And all of that. She can make it public facing also. So that way, and also as a let's say support agent makes any comment, that will also be available here. And Stella will also get an email notification when the comment comes, so she can always come back. She can reply to that comment and all of that through this portal, because that entire interaction will be logged over here. So at any point in time, she can go to my cases and she can see all her open cases, closed cases, and all of that. If she wants to create a new case, she can simply click on new button and create or log a new complaint or a case. Okay. And here also, if you want to have additional details or fields, we can add those fields as we added for other objects also. Okay. Now, this is about logging case, tracking case, and case management. Also, she can initiate the discussion. So if you go, there's a little bit gamification, and we can create the UI in such a way which will match to your website branding or your company branding. Okay. She can ask a question, or she can simply go to the specific topics of her interest, and she can see what are the existing discussions. So she sees, let's open one of the discussion. Which solar panels are good for the roof? Other community members can reply to it. Okay, they can do like, they can reply, and all of that. Simply write, they can reply, and all of that. Or she can write another answer. This is basically, as a company, you are giving your customers a portal where they can talk to each other also. Okay, they can obviously raise their cases using that self-help portal, but they can also talk. If you have a knowledge base, you can host a knowledge articles also. So before logging, when they are searching. So let's say now if I go back, and let's say I'm searching for solar panel. See, that discussion is also coming. If you have knowledge articles, those knowledge articles will also be shown. Okay, so before creating case itself, my case can be deflected based on the existing knowledge articles or the existing discussion. Okay, so I don't even have to wait for agent to reply or receive the case and respond. Okay, that way you can deflect a lot of cases. Okay, so this is basically called as a customer community. Same customer community cloud, you can configure it for partners also. Partners or your resellers or channel partners, they should have access to your accounts, contact, lead, and opportunity, and some of the reports. So they will only see their accounts. I mean because partner should also log opportunity, so that you have visibility what activities partner is doing, how many revenue he is bringing, what commission you should provide. That for that you can also create. So this example is of customer community. Customer should only see cases, maybe the discussions, knowledge articles. But for partner, we can configure a partner community so he can see limited accounts, only his accounts, his contacts, and his opportunity. And as a company, we can see everything, because we own the Salesforce and we have access to Salesforce internally. So that way, you can also give access to your customers as well as partners. I mean, I'll call it as a limited access to your Salesforce org via communities. Okay. Yeah, Isna, that's pretty much from my side. Okay, on the demo. So I briefly discussed Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, and the Community Cloud, which are very popular product of Salesforce. I mean, Salesforce has tons of products, but these are something used by almost across the industry and across the customers.
Thank you very much, Pratik. That was indeed a very comprehensive overview about sales, service, community, and all the basic features used by Salesforce. Any questions? One by one.